Spoken word.
Hello, yes, words are there to be spoken. There's nothing else you can do but, speak. That's the way it works. So thanks for having me back. I was on earlier. Yeah, I basically couldn't hear myself behind them, so I kind of need a monitor. So, my good pal Bry, where is he? There he is right there. I went through to Bry's one time and there's this lovely sacred well that gives beautiful water round about here. And that inspired this poem, Bry. The time I went through to your place a couple of months ago. Yeah? We won't tell them where the well is though. Yeah? They poisoned the wells. Then the police came along. Ambulance. Okay, sorry guys, all the best, whoever that's for. They poisoned the wells frae spring to syringe. They drank it clean, our kin o' yore, frae wells and burns that gently bore, nae bleach, nae stench, nae lab report, just mountain tears and nature's lore. The rain came down in silver streams that fed the land and folk with dreams, nae factory smoke nor corporate schemes, just springs that sang to bairns and beams. But profit's thirst, aye, finds a way. They bottled sky, they fenced the brae. They piped in bleach and called it safe, and sold us death in drips each day. Aye, chlorine keeps the bugs at bay, but smell the tap, what price we pay. Our skin feels raw, our tongue says nay, but still they claim it's fine to stay. Then fluoride came, with slight and spin, a waste they'd once been fined to bin. Too toxic for the sea or glen, but fine enough to feed to men. The dentist cheered, the ads were slick. Don't rinse it out, let fluoride stick. But who rinses half when washing muck? You'd clean your wane, then leave the gunk. They say it's good for teeth and bone, but ask the gland that stands alone. The third eye, aye, the pineal stone, gets dulled and shut when fluoride's sown. In schools they give the wains a squeeze, a paste that numbs and stings the breeze. And we the folk must nod and please, while ancient springs cry through the trees. So mind the burn, the stream, the flow, for times afore the chemists show. The truth still sleeps in wells below, and waits for us to let it grow. Thank you.
Thank you.
They are poisoning the water though. I don't drink tap water. I haven't done for at least a couple of years now. I don't even cook my totties in tap water. I don't know if anybody smells the chlorine. I'm from Greenock. I don't know if it's worse over there. Do you guys have it over here? Chlorine in the water?
Worse than England, the water.
Aye, okay. Yeah, well, England. Scotland's always better with things.
Tatty water.
Tatty water, tatty water. Right, so I'm from Greenock. Here's a wee story about things we have in Greenock. Seagulls, okay? There was this seagull that used to come into the garden, and my missus, when she was alive, she called him Bob. Why would you call a seagull Bob? To me, his name was Sammy. It was Sammy the seagull, yeah? So we got together and we compromised and we called him Robert Samuelson. I think that's a good compromise, yeah? The gulls are mad in Greenock town, they screaming like banshees coming down. They raid the bins, they mob the square, nae shame, nae pause, just wings and glare. They croak and dive and steal your bun like feathered thieves out chasing fun. They dinna blink, they dinna care. The seagulls rain the coast down there. With eyes like marble, stain coal glazed, and wings like rags that flap half crazed. They circle roofs like feathered spies, then scream like banshees frae the skies. You never see them smiling, Ken, just scheming with their gully pen. Each one a thief with wings to boot, a junkie bird, addicted brute. But one's a legend round my back, nae in the flock, just aff the track. A daft wee soul, he's the one. We called him Robert Samuelson. He'd skulk about my garden bit, like he'd been sent to audit it, staring in my window like a judge, nae blink, nae flinch, nae hint, nae grudge. The sparrows fled, the blackies chirped, but he just stood there twitching hurt. Then something moved, a rustled post, and he flew off like he'd seen a ghost. I wonder where he bolted to. He tore the sky, then peeled away. Nae plan, nae grace, just feathers tossed, like something chased them, raging lost. Does he still meet the flock at times, or is he barred for unsolved crimes? Or maybe he just told them nay, and peeled away his ain strange way. They're doing largs with chips and cones, battering pensioners for their cones. But he's no into that feathery din. Your Robert Samuelson doesn't join in. They say he's doing human stuff, was spotted trying to buy some puff, then joined the queue in Greg's in town. Nae cash, nae clue, just grabbed a hash brown. Some say he tried to board the bus, stood at the stop all calmed and trust. Nae squawk, nae flap, just waiting there, like he had rights and he'd paid his fare. He's just a gull, or so they say, a feathered Egypt gone astray. But something in his daft wee run says he's no daft, he's just begun. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. So I've got a sad one at the end. That's why I'm wearing the Ukraine top. If you were here earlier, you'd have heard the wee background to this. Some newcomers don't. I'll save the sad one to the end. How much longer do I have? Half an hour, yeah?
Make this the last one, then we'll get out.
The last one. Okay. Right. Do you want to hear the wee sad one?
The last one before the rest.
The wee sad one. Okay.
If I type it in.
Right, so as I said, I'm only here today because my missus died. If she hadn't, I wouldn't be here, I wouldn't be writing poems. This inspired me, because she always told me I had to write this stuff down. You know, I'd just come away with wee stanzas all the time and just thought it was good fun. So this is called To the One Who First Heard Me. You made me right. I used to speak in stammered lines, just throw away thoughts with wee half rhymes, and you would catch them in the air and ask me to repeat them there. Who wrote that? You'd softly say, as if some bard had passed that way. I'd just smile and say, that was me. And you'd light up as if to see some deeper truth behind the word, some voice that only you had heard. You knew me even when I hid. You heard the flame behind the lid. But I, daft fool, I'd let it pass. Those golden sparks like breath on glass. I'd never write, I'd never keep. And they, like you, are now asleep. For words like souls are made to flee if we don't hold them tenderly. I held you, but no enough. Now grief bleeds slow when times are tough. Yet something stirs within the ash, like whispered winds or candle flash. A voice is born where silence grew, and if it burns for you. So thank you, Era, for the start, the ear, the laugh, the steady heart. You made me see this gift I've got, and now I write what I once forgot. But oh, how I would trade this flame, to have ye near and speak your name, to see your smile at every line, and know this voice was always mine. My biggest sorrow loud and clear, this voice you birthed, but you're not here. The words come now, and they come to say, Ira Kolesnichenko, you lit my way. Thank you. I'm about to cry, sorry.
You deserve a good greet there, man.
Let's hear it for the voice. Some real heartfelt stuff there.
Well done, mate. Cheers, mate. Thanks.
Next up, we're going to get Raj to do a couple of more things.
Thanks, man.
Okay, I appreciate